Okay, greetings fellow wastelanders. So, kind of an early little installment for me before I go into work. I always like to start up my farm and check on things because that's where I farm all my materials for adhesive. So, I also noticed, I noticed all my plants have regrown now. Mud fruit, potatoes, and corn, as well as my gourds have all reset, so that's fantastic. So ready for harvest. So obviously I like to create, or rather make, two things. I like to make the adhesive, which is what those three are used for, and then I also like to use to make some cranberry stuff. Cranberry relish, as we know, is one of the best foods out there to boost experience. You get cranberry relish and cranberry cobbler. 10% boost for cranberry relish, 5% boost for cobbler. The relish requires the cranberries and the gourds. The cobbler is just cranberries and wood. So cobbler is easier to make. 5% boost is still good. Okay. Um, Unfortunately, we can't grow cranberries. We have to find them. So especially if you're starting off new, which is what a lot of my videos are geared towards, as opposed to veterans that already know better and are all being snarky right now. Haha. Is So we know that cranberry cobbler and relish are great ways to boost XP. Everybody knows there's cranberries in the cranberry grove and so forth, but you want to avoid that place when you're starting off. If you're below level 50, unless you're really brave and you just want to fight tough things, because there's a lot of nasties there that'll take care of you in like no time. So one of the best places early on to harvest cranberries, it's not too far from Vault 76, is Aaron Holt Farm, believe it or not. And all that's there is some bugs. And it's pretty easy to take care of it, and some feral dogs. That's pretty much it. So it's a good place to get some XP, easy XP. And also there's a shed there where you can sometimes find some power armor too. A free suit of power armor. It's not a full suit, but it's something to get you going, right? So all you need is to be able to pick a lock. Anyways, so to get those cranberries, what we want to do is we want to go to Aaron Hole Farm. Now, go to the map. Now my farm is way over here, which is not too far from top of the world. And in order to get to Aaron Holt Farm, we got to go all the way over here. Okay, Aaron Holt Homestead. Sorry, so it's just northeast of the Tyler Fairground. Easy to find, right? So if I just do it this way, it's going to cost me 41 caps. But if I use Vault 76, since it's a free travel, it's just a couple extra seconds. It's not the end of the world. But you're going to save 30 caps doing this. And starting off, you need to save every cap you can get. So now, see that? It's only 12 caps instead of 41. So, big difference. We'll take it. Okay, and then when you spawn into Aaron Holt Farm, you're going to be right here. If you continue in the direction towards the houses, there's a bunch of junk you can find in the houses, which I recommend you do because there's a lot of useful stuff in there. Also, those mongrel dogs are up there too, so you'll have to deal with them. I usually like to go this way because I don't really need any of that junk right now. I've got already over 10,000 pieces of steel at this point, so, and probably half that much in cloth, so I'm all good. But so I kind of stay down here and just stay below these rocks, stay below the water tower, and I kind of just circle around this way. It's a little bit of a hike, I guess. Not really. I want to turn my light on too. Okay, now you see this silo. That's kind of the direction where all the goodies are. Now, this whole area, what you want to do is I want to go into stealth mode, just so the bugs don't see me right away. Here we go. So you want to have, for perks, you want to make sure you have green thumb, because that'll allow you to pick up a couple, it'll double your haul. Now I also have a magazine that I found. Where is that one? Is it the backwoods one? Yep, 50% to gain double yield from plants. That will stack with the green thumb. So that'll increase my haul even more. So I'm going to go ahead and activate that. Beautiful. Because it takes a while for the cranberries to regrow. So, you know, be aware of that. But anyways, look at them all. So, bam. There's two. Two more. So we're up to 4. There's another cranberry plant right there. That's 6. And why I prefer this, hold on, 8. Look at this, and you're not even really doing anything to look for them. They're really easy to find. There's 10 now, 10 cranberries. That's a pretty nice haul. Oh, look at this. There's another plant. That's 12. There's another plant, 14. This is fantastic. Another plant, 16. Look at that. Am I doing my math right? I don't know. That's a lot of cranberries. I think that's it. I think we got them all. Yep. Okay. So we got all the cranberries. Believe it, now that took like less than a minute to get all those. To get that many in the cranberry bog, for example, probably take you 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and that's if something doesn't kill you first, like a Mylar King or something. So you see what I mean? This is a bajillion times easier. And then all you got to do to reset all those cranberries is go to Summersville here, go into the first house you see on the right when you spawn in there, clear out about 250 of all those burnt books, which will give you 200 pieces of cloth, 250 pieces of cloth, by the way, and then just server hop, and everything will be back. All the cranberries will be back. So you can do it all over again. But anyways, while I'm here, I'm going to grab all the other plants I can find, just because I want as much as I can for this run, if you will. Oh, I already got that one, okay. By the way, when you're starting off early, sometimes you're going to see the plant may say wild corn, and you might be thinking to yourself, well, I don't want wild corn, I want regular corn. I actually thought that myself, being a moron. Well, you're going to notice when you pick them up that it doesn't matter. Corn is corn, whether it's wild or domestic. See? Even it says wild corn, the plant... no, never mind. The wild corn plants look like they don't look as straight and even as the regular crop corn plants, but the vegetable or the grain fruit itself is considered identical. So it's corn is corn, just like taters or potatoes. It doesn't matter if it's a wild plant or not. So go ahead and grab them, and you can use them to plant yourself and grow your own, or just use them in your cooking, or eat them straight. But I would recommend that because a lot of times you can get diseases that way. So a few of these potatoes I've used up before, so that's why they're not there. Okay, so now this shed, by the way, here, some free wood too. Okay, this shed, by the way, you got to have a level 1 unlock skill, which I currently do not have. What the hell is that? I currently don't have that. There we go. I don't have that equipped, so I'm not going to worry about it because I've already got everything in there anyways. But let me peek in here real quick. So you see where there's the power armor stand? That's probably why it's not there anymore, because I've already cleaned this out so often. But you'll find a power armor suit here sometimes, which you can jump into. It's free. So this is a great place to get your first suit of power armor. Grab some bones. Okay, so we've gotten everything we need there in Hold Farm. Now, oops, grab those antlers too. Now I want to go, next place I'm going to hit is Cobbleton Farm, which is right nearby. And the reason I'm going there is obviously not for cranberries, because Aaron Holt's the only one I know that has all those cranberries. But Cobbleton has some extra mut fruit and corn, and I believe potatoes, I'm not quite sure. You want to watch it in Cobbleton though, there's quite a few ghouls in here. I mean, nothing you really can't handle, but you know what? I'm gonna grab my whacker smacker. I got this bad boy. got it at the one of the events in Nuka World. I believe it was the spin the wheel event. And for a melee weapon, this is actually really good. Really fast for a two-handed weapon, I gotta say. And it's basically the same as one of those super sledges, but it's got a couple other abilities in there as well. Bam. Now while you're in here, there's plenty of good stuff to loot here as well. Well, good stuff if you're new anyways. Plasma grenades suck, I hate those, they're useless. Lanterns, good for oil, so snag that. Anything under here that's useful? Sure, okay. Check this out real quick. Aluminum cans. Canned coffee, there we go. Cooking oil. Hot plate, okay, yeah, good stuff. And some other things if you want them. I don't. Oh, what's this, a mod of some kind? Baseball bat barbed mod, sure. Make one of those. What do we got? Oh, I don't have the lockpick equipped, whatever. Some more oil here, some more coffee here. Vegetarian ham, sounds tasty. And I'm sure it lasts forever, just like Twinkies. Alright, aluminum cans, sure, okay. And, oh, some good stuff in here. Box of shooting targets. If you don't know what those are for another daily quest. Where, up north, where you just, reset the targets for some sentry bot, or rather some Mr. Gutsy. And you get nice, you know, experience for that. And some other stuff, so always fun to do. Grab everything here. This is for the environmental daily mission. I haven't set that up or activated it yet. Not in this character anyways. There's a craft station, tinker station you can use to just scrap everything you just picked up. And so that you're not completely overloaded. Don't want to scrap that. Okay. Oh. Marksman sniper rifle. See, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Don't need those. And there's a brewing station. If you have the materials to brew something, you can do that here. Go with some beer or some hard liquors. There are other things you can craft as well once you get the plans for them, so really useful stuff. So, anyways. Alright, nothing else in here that I'm interested in, so, oops. Let's go ahead and do what we really came here for, which is grab the mut fruit and grab the corn. So that's another 8 pieces of mut fruit I think I got, and corn. See, notice how it says the plant's wild corn, but when you pick it up it just says regular corn. That's what I was talking about. So it's just corn, right? You know, it's just a variant plant. But okay, so now we're all good with corn and mut fruit. Let's go back to sneak mode just in case there's another ghoul wandering around, smacks me while I'm trying to get back to camp. That's a cool place I visited. One of the other players set that up. That place is, I mean, look at it. Just amazing. Amazing what some of these people have done. Okay, so in I go. How's the rad stag looking? 3. Yeah, keep going. Waters. Oh, got our 5 there. Beautiful. Got lots and lots of water. You can sell water, by the way, purified water. Very valuable. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and harvest all of our stuff here. There's a couple of potatoes that didn't grow. That's okay. Most of them came in, so we're good. Now, once you get to be an ally with Foundation, there's a fertilizer you can get, which will allow you to instantly regrow all your crops. You can keep doing it over and over again, so you don't have to keep waiting, you know, hours and hours or days even or whatever for all your stuff to grow. So I'm working my way towards that. I'm trying to do both you're probably, if you're brand new, you're like, oh, Foundation, what? Anyways, it's a faction, but yeah, that's pretty much the best reason to be allies with Foundation, in my opinion. But other than that, the Raiders have some fantastic stuff too. Especially in the Raiders quest, actually, I really regret not doing that one because I missed the opportunity to grab the Slug Buster, which is a very unique gun. It's kind of like, it's better than a standard plasma gun, but not quite as awesome as an Enclave plasma gun. It's kind of in the middle, so it's unique and has its own special abilities. So it's something I really wanted to get, and so I may end up doing another playthrough at one point and just siding with the Raiders in the end. You still want to side with Foundation long enough until you get the stealth suit, of course, because that's like indispensable when you're starting off. There's just so useful, and in fact, it's useful otherwise. Like if I'm going to an area with like super high rads, I mean, my power armor suit's only got like 4 something for radiation protection, and my regular armor suit's not even, it's like probably only 3 something. But the stealth suit, Chinese stealth suit's 1,000. So it's like a hazmat suit with armor on it, right? It's still considered one of the better armors out there, even to an end game level, because of that high radiation protection. So always hang on to that for sure. So I've got pretty much all the materials I need, or that I'm going to get at least in this run. So now I want to go back to, and by the way, that magazine, I didn't really notice that it did anything for me, but whatever. I'm going to take green thumb off. I'm done looking for plants. Put concentrated fire back on. And now I want to swap out Bloody Mess for Super Duper, because that gives me a 30% chance to double my crafting results, including cooking. So now I'm going to go to, first of all, I'm going to go to utility, so I don't like use these for something else. So now I'm just going to make the vegetable starch, which you can then scrap for adhesive. Adhesive is used in pretty much everything, weapons, armor. It's just, and yeah, sure, you find it scrounging, but you don't find enough. You never find enough. I could have like 200, 300, 400 units of adhesive, and just in 3 or 4 hours of grinding, I could burn through that. So just keeping up with everything. So that's it for those, and now we're gonna go to food. I killed some blood bugs, so let's just go ahead and do that. Probably not gonna end up eating them. Brain fungus soup is always good. Brain bombs are awesome, but they, as you can see, they require a lot of ingredients, which I just don't have right now. That's making that has absolutely no purpose at all except for the perception boost, so forget it. Cranberry relish and cobbler, here we go. Like I said, the relish, so cranberries, gourd, okay, forgot about the sugar and wood. Well, wood, duh, but the sugar. So sugar you can get either by finding the cans of sugar in various places, especially kitchens and sometimes coffee shops and stuff. But you can also make it out of snaptails. So snaptail reeds, which you find in like riverbeds and so forth. So anyways, we're gonna make up a bunch of those. And we're out of boiled water, so I can't make any more of those, but that sucks. Well, you know what? Not a problem. We got a water source right here. Collect a bunch of that. There we go. Come back over here. And now boil up some water. You hear that boom, that snare drum? So that means that the Super Duper just gave me extra whatever it was I was making, in that case the water. So now we can make some more cranberry relish. Beautiful. Now that's it. Can't make any more because I'm out of gourds. But I still got some cranberries left, so I'm going to make some cobbler. Because 5% experience boost is better than a no percent experience boost. And rat stag. Always making more of that. Ground more rat. So many recipes, so few ingredients. Sugar, hey, there you go. That's right, I found some snaptail reeds. I could have made another relish. Son of a beast thing, oh well. Still being stupid doesn't seem useful to me. Anyways.
Isn't a stranger anymore.
So, that's it. So
I
now,
don't believe in
let me go
love
back
or
and
fate
snap
or
off Super
anything.
Duper for
I
Bloody
do
Mess,
know
because
that
otherwise I'll forget and
I
I'll
won't
be
change
nerfed in
a thing.
combat and not know why. Okay, now let's go into food. Let's see what we got here for a haul. Cranberry relish, got 9 of them, sweet, and then 4 cobblers, awesome. So 10% boost of experience with those. AP is up to extra 200 points, so cranberry relish is super awesome. And I've got a few of it in my shop. I think I'm only selling it for 50 caps, so you can always stop by Timberwolf. And cranberry cobbler is, like I said, 5% experience, so it's still useful for sure. And then so we've got that. So now we're gonna come over here, and now we're gonna go ahead and scrap all that stuff that we picked up from our little junk boy. And we're gonna scrap that too, because I don't use sniper rifles. I'm gonna put that mod away so I don't keep on risking. What the hell just happened there? Did I pick something up and put something away at the same time? Yep. Okay. All right. And now let's see. How many adhesives did we end up getting? It's not telling me. But if I go to excess adhesive, 87. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, I started off with like 12. So not bad. Not bad. Like I said, you burn through adhesive really quickly in this game. It's the one resource that you're just never able to keep up with, unfortunately. Wish there was some other way to get it other than, well, you can fight anglers too, but you'd have to fight a whole mob of them to get enough adhesive. So making it seems to be the best way, or just running around scrounging, picking up tubes of super glue and whatever. Best ways to get your hands on adhesive, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you learned something today, something useful, something helpful. That's what I'm here for. And like I said, feel free to go ahead and add me on PSN, Timberwolf, 2 R's, 2 F's, and we'll go kill some ghouls, clobber some super mutants, and have some fun. Until the next adventure.